Today on Eagle Nation News, Nate Tompkins recaps the annual Veterans Day lunch from this past Friday. How did Prosper honor our veterans?
Kelly Trin explores the dangers of vaping. What threats do teenagers face with this popular trend?
And finally, Ryan Ranzer will be in studio with band member Emma Anderson to discuss their state and national run. How did band make history?
All this and more today on Eagle Nation News.
Live from Prosper, Texas, this is Eagle Nation News.
Good afternoon, Prosper High School. Today's Tuesday, November 14th. I'm Sola Cantai.
I'm Christina Folsom.
And I'm Cameron Silva.
Looks like we do have a pep rally coming up later this week. Cameron?
As Sola said, there will be a pep rally this Thursday, which is themed Let's Go Crazy for the Eagles. There will be a dance-off, crazy dress contest, and more. All students are required to attend.
On Saturday, November 18th, the Prosper Police Department will be hosting a trivia night from 6 to 10 p.m. at 3 R's Ranch.
Now we send it over to Nate Tompkins, who was on scene at last Friday's annual Veterans Day Luncheon.
This year, the freshmen and sophomores of GC Humanities are participating in a project which requires the students to interview an assigned veteran and eventually publish their story.
Our humanities class is just interviewing veterans, and our goal is just to compile the stories of all these veterans so that we can put them into a published book.
The culinary program is we prepared all the food for the veterans for this veteran luncheon, and we are serving them lunch.
And this is something that we do every year because everyone who comes is so grateful, and they're like, can't wait for next year and all this stuff.
I served in North Africa, and the invasion of Sicily and Italy, and invasion in Burma, and in Normandy.
Probably quicker to say where I didn't serve, but all over the United States, Europe, Korea, and Persian Gulf.
It's really important just to hear the experiences of other veterans and just honor them for their services.
Hopefully these experiences help students learn a little bit more about someone who has served our country and greater understand the significance of what they have done. This has been Nate Tompkins reporting for Eagle Nation News. Prosper.
Thank you, Nate. After this commercial break, Kelly Trin educates us on the dangers of vaping.
I'm thankful for having my friends.
For all my friends.
My friends.
All of my students.
For my parents. My family.
Family.
Definitely thankful for being here.
Happiness.
I am uber thankful that I am the principal of Prosper High School. I am the most blessed man in the world.
On behalf of everybody at ENN, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to watch us every day.
The dangers of vaping may not be visible to the naked eye, but are prevalent. This new cultural phenomenon has taken over high schools all over the country. Kelly Trin reports.
Vaping, e-cigarettes, the smokeless dragon.
Vaping materials are illegal for teens to buy.
Vaping is recognized by some as a nearly harmless alternative to smoking.
Parents might be surprised just how young teens are vaping.
So I started freshman year. I was friends with a lot of upperclassmen, so they just kind of had them accessible.
According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, approximately 16% of teens vape regularly.
It's extremely rare to find someone who doesn't vape. In fact, it's probably more common to find someone who does than who doesn't. I can say high school for sure, but I think last year especially it kind of started to peak probably. Kids vaping in the bathroom, I'd say 9 times out of 10 you're going to see a kid in there vaping, so.
Though perceived to be harmless, the vapor that is breathed in releases a chemical called propylene glycol, which is known to cause a condition called popcorn lung.
You don't really know what the dangers of vaping are because it hasn't been around long enough, but preliminary studies show that it can cause the same kind of damage to lungs as regular cigarette smoking can. In the past, workers in popcorn factories were inhaling the chemicals used to make the butter flavor in the popcorn, and they noticed over time that it was causing them to have constriction in their airways and their alveoli were misshapen. So they removed that chemical. Well, that same chemical is used in the vape juice. So that's why they're saying that it can potentially cause the popcorn lung with with the students that vape or the teenage people that choose to vape.
This has been Kelly Trin for Eagle Nation News. Prosper.
Thank you, Kelly. After this commercial break, Ryan Ranzer joins us in studio with Emma Anderson from the Prosper Eagle Band.
Senior class t-shirt order forms can be picked up during all lunches. Forms are due back to Coach Kirkland by November 17th at 4:30. The Anthology Project book is now for sale in the library. All orders are due November 16th. Dual credit students must register for spring classes no later than December 6th. Non-senior students must also pay tuition by this deadline. If you are interested in playing softball, contact Coach Jackson by November 17th. You must have a physical on file with the athletic department to try out.
This past week, band traveled to compete in state and nationals. Here in studio with band member Emma Anderson is Ryan Ranzer.
I'm here with band member Emma Anderson out of the class of 2019. So Emma, how was your state experience?
Yeah, our state experience was really exciting because it was the first time we advanced that far, and we also found it extremely fulfilling because we achieved all the goals that we had strived for and set since the beginning of the season.
And remind us, what is nationals?
Absolutely. Grand Nationals is the highest level of competition for high school marching bands across the country, and it's where about 100 bands travel from various states to Indianapolis and compete for the national title.
And do you have any goals for next year?
Yeah, we're going to be 6A, which means it'll be another state year for us next year, and it's definitely going to be a lot tougher, but we're just going to go for it and be the best versions of ourselves by working hard and having fun.
Well, good luck, and thank you for being on the show today. Back to you, Christina.
Thank you, Ryan. Now we send it over to Tyler Winden in the Eagle Zone to recap volleyball, swim, and football's recent achievements.
Over the weekend, Prosper Swim placed second overall, with the girls taking first place and the boys second in the Cougar Classic meet. The Eagle football team will be competing against Wakeland this Thursday night for the first round on the road to state. Last year, Prosper ended up losing in the first round to none other than Frisco Wakeland. I don't know about you, but I think it's time for an Eagle comeback. Go support your Prosper Eagles this Thursday at the Allen Stadium. On Friday, Prosper Volleyball goes up against Toloso Midway at 3 at the Colwell Center in Garland. Volleyball only needs 2 more wins to be state champions. Good luck, Lady Eagles. That's all I have for you today. I'm Tyler Winden reporting from the Eagle Zone.
Thank you, Tyler. Now let's get a look at the meetings for this week. Today, there will be a book club meeting during Eagle Time in room 2040 and a creative writing club meeting today after school from 4 to 4:30 in room 1216.
Well, that's going to do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Christina Folsom.
I'm Cameron Silva.
And I'm Sola Cantai. Live long and prosper.